Mona Sanbonani, hello, how's it? Shalom, good day, guys, and welcome to the Big Daddy Liberty Show. My name is Sihle Ngobese, Big Daddy Liberty. Welcome to it. This is vlog 99. I'm out in Zandspruit, which is near Honeydew, sort of near Cosmo City. In fact, to be brutally honest, I'm just across the road from the Zandspruit police station. And behind me, is a field which I can only describe as having been a site to a very macabre and grim morning. Early in the hours today, the community of this area, and I'll try and give you visuals as I talk because it is a little difficult. With that being said, in the far distance behind me, I don't know if you guys can actually see that. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep the sun out of my eyes, but there is an informal settlement just behind this open field that is used as a soccer pitch here in Zandspruit. And there's also an informal settlement just to the left of me as this car struggles to get past here. Just let him struggle here. There we go, he's gone. Excalibur, he's free. As I said, right behind me, and you can sort of see it in the hubbub there, the Zandspruit taxi rank is situated in this area. Now, I've been having a chat to some of the residents in the area here. Goodness me, this car. All right, there we go, he's gone. I've been having a chat with the residents in this area here because this morning, early in the hours, around sort of between 4 and 5 p.m., the community in this area, fed up with the growing gangsterism, fed up with the growing crime in this area, basically got together and started going door to door in the area looking for gang members who had been terrorizing these particular communities. And again, communities frustrated with the level of policing decided to take the law into their own hands, allegedly. And 9 of these gang members were rounded up. And in this field behind me, a rather macabre and lugubrious sight took place. Obviously people being assaulted, beaten up, and being burnt alive. Of the 9 alleged gang members who were found, 4 of them obviously succumbed to their wounds and died on the scene. Another 5 being treated at hospital as we speak after the emergency services, who'd eventually been called, along with the police, rocked up. I decided to come out here because, again, as I said, I took the moment to speak to residents and find out from them, what led to this. I asked 3 questions, and really no one wants to go on camera, and that makes sense. And this isn't the most safe of areas, but the questions I asked are actually quite simple ones. What led to this? And how's the policing in the area? Because clearly there's an issue with policing. If you have a situation where mob justice can happen in such an open field. In fact, I don't know if you can see behind me, just there. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. There are other media groupings and media outlets who are here reporting from this scene. In fact, I'm going to turn around and show you. I see Newsroom Africa is here and presumably the SABC. But the question has to be asked, what leads to incidents like these? Because they don't just happen in a vacuum. And I know what's going to happen. The police are going to come out and say, well, we condemn acts of mob violence and it shouldn't happen, etc., etc. And one of the things I often ask people to realize is that mob justice and community members taking the law into their own hands doesn't happen in isolation. So it doesn't happen as a vacuum. People are poorly served, especially poorer residents are poorly served by the South African police services. And it boils over to incidents like these, where the very gangsters, the people that terrorize the community, live amongst you. And no matter how much you report it, no matter how much you try and do the right thing, that is go to the police and have these incidents investigated, that element doesn't happen. And the residents who I've been speaking to here echo that sentiment that, the local police stations are pretty useless when it comes to proactively, number one, visible policing, being seen to be patrolling the area. Number 2, when crimes are reported, actually dealing with those crimes and criminals. So, yeah, I don't want to waffle away here. because it's very loud. You can hear taxis sort of hooting and looking for customers. But, you know, needless to say, an open field like this, you know, a soccer field of anything where kids will play occasionally, where members of the community will coalesce and, you know, have activities, became a site of absolute violence and mob justice. And a part of me, look, I won't condone it. It's wrong, of course, but a part of me understands why it even reaches that level. So, yeah, just thought I should share that with you because, again, I'm not too far away from communities like these. These are communities that I do some of my advocacy work. You know, I'm in communities like these, and when you speak to residents, you get a strong sense of how frustrated they are, where the one thing that is a legitimate role of the state, i.e. law enforcement, is not done, and it sees them then taking the law into their own hands. Now, as a final thought, you know, I've been putting it to some people here, some of the potential interventions, some of the potential things, policies that we can put in place as a society to fix issues like these. And number one is that relationship, fixing that relationship between communities and the police. You know, one of the ideas I've always touted is, you know, what would be wrong with a situation where local community members like these organize themselves into community watches, organize themselves into community policing forums, where they take charge of their own safety in the area, number one. Number two, as I said, fixing the relationship between community members and the police. The best way you can do that is station commanders need to become directly accountable to the communities that they serve. And one of the things you can do, that you can do like a sheriff system, as the Americans have it, where it's the local community members, other community members themselves, or a community policing forum who actually elect their local sheriff or their local station commander in our case, so that you have that direct relationship between what happens at a local police station and what the community is looking for in their area. Some of these interventions are practical, doable here and now, because trust you me, it is the failure of politicians and the failure really of the national government who have put police control into their hands that sees residents become this frustrated and taking out their anger on, well, alleged criminals. But again, something has to be done. And again, these are just some of the interventions I would propose and that I take into communities like these as interventions in what they can do. So let me not waffle away. Let me make my way out of here. But I just thought I should show you that, you know, an open community space like this one can literally turn into a killing field simply because the police and really the state is failing at their duties. And someone has to take a stand on these things. And this is what I do, the advocacy work that I do. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Just thought I should do the vlog itself right here. As you can see, as I said, the media are here and kudos to them. But, you know, I'm not a journalist. I'm not the media. I'm here to push ideas into communities like these so that they are empowered to solve these and many other problems that we face as South Africans. So that being said, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Get the comments going, guys. I do appreciate that too. And please remember to like the stream and, of course, share it so more people can see exactly what happens in real South Africa, where people are not safely ensconced behind bodyguards, as our politicians are, where people don't live in gated communities with armed security and the like. Ordinary people have to face a criminal underbelly that you and I don't have to because of our privilege. And again, it's not to say that the privilege in and of itself is wrong. You know, what you want is to extend that privilege of safety and security in a community to even the poorest residents such as these. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tonight on the Big Daddy Liberty Show, 7 p.m. Have a very interesting conversation. And yeah, remember to share the stream and to like it, of course. Really appreciate that. I can see your comments, guys. Sorry about the background noise. I hope you can just hear me speak at least. But yeah, thanks for that, guys. See you next time. See you tonight, on the BDL show. And if you want to support the show, you know what to do. The information is in the descriptor. It is your support and contributions that helps me get out and about like the journalists do. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tonight on the BDL show. And remember, never trust a commie.